Good evening and welcome to Cocktails in Literature. I'm Justin, and tonight we're going to do something just a little bit left of center. We're going to make a cocktail which is going to be a slightly adapted version of the Manhattan. Now, I do want to start off by saying that this is not my cocktail. I did not come up with a recipe for it, and I am by no means the brainchild behind it. But when I want something a bit richer than a Manhattan, when it's really cold outside in the winter, or if I just want a liquid dessert, I make this and I call it the Gotham City. So like I said, this is not my cocktail. If you do know who invented it, please tell me. I would love to give credit where credit is absolutely due. If it has a proper name, again, let me know. But for my own purposes, in the privacy of my own home, I like to call it the Gotham City. It's a playoff of the Manhattan. And the Manhattan was named after one of the 5 boroughs of New York. So we're still within the realm of naming it after a city. I call it Gotham. And like Gotham City, it's just a bit darker, a bit richer as far as the cocktail style is concerned. Let's start off with the base, how to make a Manhattan. You would typically use rye or bourbon or a whiskey of some sort, 2 ounces of that. Combine that with 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, and then 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. For the Gotham City, we're going to use a very specific Scotch, the Auchentoshan 3 Wood. The Auchentoshan 3 Wood is a lowland Scotch. Auchentoshan is a beautiful Scotch made in the lowlands of Scotland, and I just absolutely adore it. I'm going to pour it in my crystal decanter here, just so I can put it on my own shelf and admire it, because I do absolutely love it so much. We're going to do 2 ounces of this as our base for the Gotham City, and then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of Pedro Jimenez sherry, which will act as the quote unquote vermouth component. And then instead of doing dashes of Angostura bitters, we're going to use Aztec chocolate bitters. So like I said, this is going to be a richer style, sweeter, and more just delicate version of the Manhattan. So, let's go back a little bit. Auchentoshan 3 Wood. As the name implies, it has been aged in 3 different styles of wood. The first being an American bourbon cask. It is then moved into a Spanish Oloroso sherry cask, and then finally, to give it an extra layer of richness and sweetness, it's moved into a Spanish Pedro Jimenez sherry cask. So let's pause for a second and talk about sherry. Sherry is made from grapes grown in and around the town of Jerez in the south of Spain. It is a fortified wine. And there are a number of different varieties of sherry that you can make, or that they make, excuse me. And we're going to talk about 2 of them. 2 that have acted as the aging vessels for the Auchentoshan 3 Wood, the more oxidized and nutty Oloroso sherry, and then the sweet dessert wine style, the Pedro Jimenez. So let's start this off. 2 ounces of Auchentoshan 3 Wood. The vermouth component, the sweet and syrupy Pedro Jimenez sherry. I'm going to do 3/4 of an ounce of that, and then I'm going to do 3 dashes of Aztec chocolate bitters. Now, because this is Cocktails in Literature, I'm going to read you a little something. I am a huge Batman fan, and I'm going to read you an excerpt from Batman: The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, published over 13 issues by DC Comics in 1996 and 1997. And I'm going to read you a little piece from chapter 1, which is titled Crime, and it's Bruce Wayne who is speaking here. I believe in Gotham City. We're going to take our Scotch, our Pedro Jimenez sherry, and our bitters, pour it over ice. We're going to stir this so it seems and blends perfectly together. We don't want to shake it. We don't want to agitate it. We just want it to just come together naturally and smoothly. I'm going to pour this and strain it over a large format ice cube. Now, the Gotham City, like a Manhattan, can be served up in a martini glass, or you can do it on the rocks like I did. I just prefer it on the rocks. However you want to do it is completely fine. We're going to finish it off with a little garnish of brandied cherries. And there you have it, the Gotham City. The Long Halloween is a must-read for any Batman fan. Read the graphic novel, enjoy the cocktail. Salud. It's good stuff. Enjoy. Salud.